What's up, YouTube? I'm bombarding y'all with videos. Fasting is the fastest way to health. It's that simple. But I know a lot of people ain't ready for that. So just juice fast. You can just juice fast, coconut water, juices, green juices. You can even make smoothies, whatever the case may be, just to give that digestive tract somewhat of a rest. Less dense object light going through it. Less dense light going through it. I'm going to probably experiment a little more with some. I've done it before, but some dry fasting here when the moon starts waxing again. Because again, the new moon's a good time to start something new, plant that seed, like I've said in other videos. So it's a good time to start fasting. So I'm going to do a little dry fasting and give my kidneys a little rest. Get my pranayama on, get my breathing practices on, pull some moisture out the air, and get some solar gazing on, manipulate some photons, basically photosynthesis. Just basically skipping that middleman that is the plant. That's all we're doing here. But fasting, dry fasting, I know I missed a lot of people with that, but actual regular fasting, liquid fasting, what people call. You'd be surprised how long, if you fast for 3 days, you will no longer want to eat probably ever again. Make it to day 4, day 5, you definitely will never want to eat, or you don't want to eat anything heavy. You have no appetite if you make it that far. The first few days, you're totally detoxing, and it's just unpleasant in all likelihood if you're eating garbage. And if you're not eating the most garbagey things, the worst gunk, then you're gonna have this oral fixation to eat in the first few days. So after day 3, day 4, that'll all be gone, and then you realize it was all mental and emotional, and the physical, the mental emotional battle and baggage turns into physical baggage. So then you realize that, wow, I'm eating, trying to fulfill mental and emotional hungers with physical foods. It doesn't make any sense. I'm not eating for fuel or medicine. I'm just eating out of just being open. So when you start fasting, you get way more in tune with yourself. You need way less sleep, and you're going to be passing weight still and having not eaten in 4 or 5 days, 6 days, maybe even 7 days. If you're really fat or gunked up and backed up, then you'll definitely be passing waste, fecal matter for a week, if not more. So yes, for those of you that ask all the time, an enema wouldn't be the worst thing at this point. At this point, if you're that gunked up, you might want to get you an enema at that point. I know it's rough for some people to even fathom that, but it's just way better to do that than to sit in your own filth like that. Because everything's going to be so dehydrated and scrunched up. The intestines, everything's going to be dehydrated and scrunched up. Because you're not eating anything that's fibrous and watery, like a melon or something that would... See, that's why I say, prepare for the fast. Again, you're going to fast on the new moon into the waxing moon. The 3 days before you fast, get as much fiber in your diet as you can. So you can get as much out before the fast as you can. So then you start your juice fast or your water fast, whatever the case may be. And then it's an easier transition, and you're not sitting on waste. And you just did the body a huge favor there. So that your energy jumps up and your appetite drops. And then when you return to eating dense foods, then you realize how little you really need. And you just realize, wow, fasting is an amazing tool, and it's used around the world, and it's not used for no reason. And it'd be great to abstain from mirrors if you can, abstain from a lot of different sorts of music that would not be complimentary. Be great to abstain from certain people if you can, certain areas. You definitely don't want to fast and then go hit the bar, or anything like that. You don't want to be fasting and be in certain environments around certain people and certain substances. It's rough. I know people got to go to work and all that type of stuff. Easy for me to say being self-employed. I work for myself, but myself is yourself, so you get it. It's either way. I miss you with that one. All I'm saying is, I know you have things to do. I know a lot of people have things to do. But fasting, you can definitely juice fast. You can definitely fast on liquids, and it's not that difficult with smoothies and stuff. It's so easy if you're gonna accept that. It's like ridiculously easy. especially if you're gonna accept I don't know, like coconut water and things like that. That makes it so easy to liquid fast. And I honestly haven't even drank water in like days because I just drink coconut water now, and it's like way less dense. It feels so much better to I just drink so much less because it's way more hydrating. The pH is so much higher. You know, the hydrogen ion count, like it's just so much more electricity in it that it's replenishing me so much better. And if you get the opportunity to do so, I would suggest to do a coconut water fast if you could. If you could do that for a week, 8 days, you realize that that seventh, eighth day, you'd be a totally different person than from when you started. But most people never see that side of the coin. They only see one side of existence, being a mindless eater and eating yourself. They don't see the other side of the coin. So dry fasting and extended fast, 40-day fast, these type of things, to me it's not even fasting. I just shift forms of energy. That's it. Just change forms of energy. It's like going from diesel to gasoline, or from gasoline to hydrogen, or whatever, power car, whatever, whatever, to ethanol or whatever. Just switching your energy. That's it. It's not like you stopped consuming or stopped generating energy. You just become more of a producer. It's more, you're skipping the middleman, like I said. You're not taking from something. You're generating. The sun is more so the pineal gland of this solar system. So you're looking into your own pineal gland, recharging your pineal gland. So pineal gland is like a door, the door to the self almost. People say it's the seat of consciousness. The pancreas is the doorway to the body. And if anybody astral project, they would feel it. They'd feel the exiting of the body, how it happens through the chakras. And you would feel that if you have any blockage in your abdominal region, you'll feel it. But that's just too much. That's just too much right now. Astral projection, that's just too much.